Have you ever wondered if your most intimate moments can still be deeply fulfilling as you age? Or perhaps you're curious about how intimacy changes and how to navigate this new phase of life with confidence and clarity. If you've crossed the threshold of your 50s or beyond, you may be facing a time of reflection on not just your physical well-being, but your emotional and sexual health as well. This can be a period of profound transformation, where you're not just dealing with the inevitable changes of aging, but also with the possibility of rediscovering joy, passion, and connection in ways that may have seemed out of reach. This conversation is for those who are ready to embrace their evolving sexuality with renewed purpose. Whether you're seeking to reclaim your vitality, improve your relationship, or just deepen your understanding of intimacy as you age, you're in the right place. In today's discussion, we're diving deep into a sensitive and often overlooked topic: the role of oral intimacy in the later stages of life. As a physician and sexologist, I approach this subject with great care, combining scientific research with personal insight to guide you through this journey. I believe that, no matter our age, we all deserve to experience intimacy that's fulfilling, healthy, and empowering. So, stay with me until the very end of this video. We'll explore how to navigate intimacy in your later years, how to make it a source of joy, and why you should never underestimate the power of maintaining a healthy and active sex life as you age. If you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, I encourage you to click the subscribe button and ring the notification bell to stay updated on all our latest content. I'm eager to hear your thoughts on today's topic. If you enjoy the content, please comment 1 below. If it doesn't resonate with you, leave a 0. Your feedback is crucial as it helps me create better videos that align with your interests. Now, let's get started. This discussion is deeply intended for those who have entered the later stages of life, those who have already crossed the threshold of their 50s, and who are now seeking to rediscover, understand, and embrace their sexuality and overall well-being with renewed clarity and purpose. For many, this can be a time of profound reflection, a moment to come to terms with the changes that aging inevitably brings, but also an opportunity to reclaim vitality, passion, and intimacy. As both a physician and a sexologist, I approach this topic with the utmost respect and compassion, drawing on a wealth of medical and psychological research to guide this conversation. I aim to approach these sensitive matters with a depth and seriousness that truly honors the richness of the human experience in later life. This subject deserves nothing less than our full attention, as it touches upon the deepest parts of our identity and our connection with others. I invite you to stay with me through this conversation until the very end, where we can reflect together on this profoundly fascinating and crucial aspect of life, one that too often gets sidelined or misunderstood. I believe, wholeheartedly, that we are never too old to explore, understand, and celebrate our sexual selves. It is never too late to reclaim that part of our lives that brings so much joy, pleasure, and connection. Before we delve into the subject at hand, I want to gently remind you that the content of this conversation is intended for adults over the age of 50. The information shared here is meant to empower, uplift, and guide you toward a richer, more fulfilling existence, one that embraces every aspect of health and well-being, including sexual health. My hope is to provide you with the knowledge and insights necessary to not only live longer, but to live better, healthy, engaged, and intimately connected with yourself and those you care about. Now, let's begin by exploring what oral intimacy means to an older man. This form of intimacy, though often overlooked or undervalued in popular discourse, can hold tremendous significance in the life of a man in his later years. From a medical standpoint, the practice of oral intimacy can be highly beneficial, especially in terms of its positive effects on overall health. Studies have shown that men who maintain a healthy and active sex life, one that includes oral intimacy, tend to experience lower levels of stress, improved cardiovascular health, and enhanced emotional well-being. The release of feel-good hormones such as oxytocin and endorphins, which flood the body during intimate moments, plays a powerful role in reducing anxiety, improving mood, and fortifying emotional connections with a partner. These hormones are a balm for the soul, capable of lifting spirits and fostering an enduring sense of emotional closeness and affection. However, like all things in life, the impact of oral intimacy is not always straightforward or simple. It's important to recognize that frequency matters, and the intensity of any intimate act can affect both the body and the mind. While intimacy can be a source of incredible joy and connection, it can also, if overdone or poorly communicated, lead to physical or emotional strain. Excessive focus on any single form of intimacy, without ensuring mutual understanding, respect, and good health, can cause wear and tear on the body and the relationship itself. As such, the practice of oral intimacy, like all aspects of a relationship, requires balance and thoughtful attention. For older men, the psychological aspects of intimacy are especially poignant and unique. Oral intimacy, in particular, can become an important way to reaffirm the bond with a partner, especially in long-term relationships. In a world where physical appearance and vitality often seem to be tied to youth, this kind of connection can be deeply affirming. Men in their later years may see this act as an expression of affection, desire, and dedication, feelings that are essential to their sense of self-worth and masculinity. In these moments, oral intimacy may serve not only as a way to express love, but also as a reaffirmation of their vitality and emotional connection to their partner. This can be incredibly uplifting, contributing to a stronger sense of self-esteem and a more positive perception of their own masculinity, regardless of age. As we continue this exploration together, I invite you to think about how intimacy has evolved for you over time, how it has shifted and changed, but also how it can still bring profound joy, meaning, and connection into your life. There is much to discover, and I am honored to guide you through this fascinating journey. However, it is vital to recognize that while oral intimacy can bring significant emotional and physical rewards, it also carries its own set of risks if it becomes an obsession or an imbalanced expectation within a relationship. If one partner feels pressured to engage in intimacy regularly or in ways that don't feel natural or comfortable, it can lead to significant emotional strain. This kind of imbalance can create underlying tensions that slowly erode the connection between partners. What should be an expression of affection, love, and desire can, in such cases, transform into a source of anxiety, resentment, and emotional fatigue. Intimacy should always be a consensual, mutually enjoyable exchange between partners, not something driven by obligation, fear of rejection, or a desire to fulfill one partner's expectations. When this balance is lost, the act of intimacy can feel burdensome, and its intended purpose of deepening connection can be overshadowed by pressure and misunderstanding. From a medical perspective, it's equally essential to approach oral intimacy with caution and awareness as we age. Aging men are more susceptible to oral health challenges such as periodontal disease, gum infections, and tooth decay, which can be aggravated by poor hygiene or underlying health conditions. In the context of oral intimacy, these conditions can introduce significant risks, especially if proper dental care is not a priority. Not only can poor oral health diminish the enjoyment and safety of this type of intimacy, but it can also lead to complications that may require costly and uncomfortable treatment. For this reason, maintaining excellent oral hygiene, regular brushing, flossing, and professional dental checkups becomes absolutely crucial. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment number 1 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Furthermore, there are increased risks related to sexually transmitted infections, STIs, even among older adults, particularly if there is a lack of monogamy or protection. The belief that older individuals are somehow immune to STIs is a misconception. Older men who are sexually active without practicing safe sex are still vulnerable to these infections. In fact, studies suggest that older adults, particularly those who are newly single or re-entering the dating scene after divorce or the loss of a partner, may actually be at greater risk for contracting STIs because they may not always practice safe sex or engage in open conversations about sexual health. It is essential, therefore, to be vigilant about safe sexual practices, including the use of protection, and to ensure that both you and your partner are regularly tested for STIs. Given these considerations, I always recommend that older men undergo regular health checkups, particularly focusing on both sexual and oral health. Your doctor is an invaluable resource in helping to navigate any health concerns, and they can provide personalized advice on how to safely enjoy intimacy as you age. Regular visits not only provide peace of mind, but also allow for early detection of any potential issues that could impact your quality of life. Through regular checkups and an open dialogue with your healthcare provider, you can safeguard both your physical and sexual health, ensuring that intimacy remains an enjoyable and fulfilling part of your life. On the flip side, studies have shown that men who remain sexually active into their 60s and beyond tend to enjoy a significantly better overall quality of life. Those who maintain an active intimate life report stronger immune systems, lower levels of stress, and fewer instances of mental health concerns such as depression and anxiety. Furthermore, sexual activity can contribute to better sleep patterns, greater life satisfaction, and a general sense of emotional well-being. The release of endorphins and oxytocin during intimate moments is not just a fleeting pleasure but a long-term benefit to mental health, providing a sense of connection and joy that can stave off loneliness and isolation. However, it's essential to remember that balance is key. Intimacy should never feel like a requirement, a task, or a source of stress. It must remain a source of pleasure and bonding, not anxiety. As our bodies change, so too should our approach to intimacy. Listening to your body's cues is essential. Pay attention to your energy levels, your physical limitations, and your emotional needs, and respect the natural rhythms of your body and mind. Intimacy in later life should be about adapting, finding new ways to connect with your partner that bring joy and fulfillment without overwhelming either party. This might mean being more open about what feels comfortable, or exploring different ways to be intimate that honor your evolving needs. For older men who continue to practice oral intimacy regularly, my advice, both as a physician and a sexologist, is simple yet critical. Prioritize your overall health. A balanced diet rich in essential nutrients, regular physical activity to maintain strength and stamina, and excellent oral hygiene practices are the cornerstones of good health and, by extension, healthy intimacy. Incorporating these habits into your daily life will help ensure that your sexual health remains vibrant and that oral intimacy continues to be an enjoyable, safe experience. In addition, maintaining open communication with your partner is crucial. Don't be afraid to have candid discussions about your feelings, desires, and any concerns that may arise. Healthy, thriving intimacy should never be a point of conflict. It should be a way to deepen your connection and create shared, joyful moments together. By respecting each other's boundaries and desires, you can ensure that oral intimacy is a bonding experience rather than a cause for stress or misunderstanding. In summary, intimacy, whether oral or otherwise, can be an incredibly rewarding and fulfilling part of life at any age. By taking care of your body, engaging in thoughtful communication with your partner, and practicing good health habits, you can enjoy an intimate and meaningful connection that lasts throughout your later years. This is your time to embrace intimacy in a way that feels right for you, cultivating emotional and physical well-being in ways that are deeply fulfilling, enriching, and life-affirming. Now, I'd like to take a moment to address some frequently asked questions that often come up during consultations with my patients. These are questions that you may have as well, and I believe answering them will provide clarity and insight as we continue our discussion in this video. Can older men over 60 experience physical problems from the constant practice of oral intimacy? The short answer is that, under normal conditions, oral intimacy should not cause serious physical issues. However, as with any physical activity, it's important to consider certain factors, especially as we age. One of the most common concerns for older men is the development of conditions such as arthritis, particularly in the jaw, or general dental wear, both of which can be exacerbated by repetitive motions. If proper breaks are not taken, or if one engages in this activity for extended periods without being mindful of strain, discomfort or pain can arise. If you begin to experience pain or discomfort during these activities, it is important to consult with a healthcare provider, such as a doctor or a dentist, to ensure there are no underlying issues that need to be addressed. Additionally, paying attention to posture during oral intimacy is crucial to avoid unnecessary neck, back, or jaw tension, which can become particularly problematic as we age. Proper alignment, taking breaks, and being conscious of your body's signals will help mitigate these risks. If you find yourself experiencing chronic fatigue or recurrent muscle pain after intimate moments, this could indicate something more serious, such as generalized muscle tension, a misalignment of the body, or even a condition like sleep apnea, which tends to become more prevalent with age. It's vital to schedule comprehensive medical checkups to rule out any underlying health issues that could be contributing to your discomfort. Your overall health will directly impact the quality of your intimate experiences, so staying on top of your well-being is key. What about the long-term impact on a relationship? Oral intimacy can undoubtedly be a powerful tool for strengthening the emotional and physical bond between partners. It is often seen as a way of expressing care, affection, and a deep sense of intimacy. When both partners feel comfortable and open with each other, oral intimacy can deepen trust and bring a sense of closeness. However, it's important that this form of intimacy does not become an obligation or a source of pressure. As we've discussed earlier, intimacy should always be about mutual enjoyment, not about fulfilling a duty or obligation. It's essential for couples to communicate openly and honestly about their desires, boundaries, and expectations when it comes to intimacy. If either partner feels that this practice is being done out of obligation, or if it's becoming a point of tension rather than connection, it's important to address these feelings and discuss how to move forward in a way that honors both individuals' needs. Resentment and emotional distance can arise if either partner feels pressured into something they're not fully comfortable with, and no aspect of intimacy should carry that kind of burden. Remember, every couple is unique. Some couples find that oral intimacy becomes even more meaningful with time, especially when it's seen as an expression of tenderness, care, and a shared commitment. For others, this practice may not hold the same significance, and they may prefer to explore other ways of connecting that feel more aligned with their physical and emotional needs. It's all about finding that delicate balance that works for both partners, one that allows each person to feel safe, respected, and valued. Are there specific emotional benefits to this practice for older men? Absolutely. Oral intimacy, when practiced in an environment of respect, love, and care, can provide significant emotional benefits for older men. One of the most profound effects is the release of oxytocin, often referred to as the bonding hormone. This hormone plays a crucial role in forming and deepening emotional connections between partners. The release of oxytocin promotes feelings of security, trust, and happiness, all of which contribute to a more fulfilling and emotionally rich relationship. For many older men, engaging in oral intimacy is a way to express affection, desire, and tenderness. It also serves as an important reaffirmation of their ability to give pleasure, which can have a tremendously positive impact on self-esteem. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment number 2 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. For many men, the act of maintaining an active intimate life is not just about the physical act itself, but about the emotional significance it carries. It offers a sense of purpose, fulfillment, and vitality, particularly at a time in life when other roles, such as career responsibilities or parenting, may no longer be as central. As we age, many of us look for ways to maintain a sense of energy and engagement with life, and intimacy is a powerful means of doing so. Men who continue to enjoy intimacy in their later years often report a greater sense of connection to their partners and a stronger sense of well-being. This emotional engagement can contribute to better mental health, lower stress, and a greater overall sense of life satisfaction. Intimacy, whether physical or emotional, is not just about pleasure. It's about connection. Connecting with your partner, yes, but also connecting with yourself. For older men, the emotional benefits of intimacy can offer a renewed sense of joy, confidence, and vitality. It reminds you that you are still capable of love, affection, and passion, and it reinforces the idea that intimacy is not limited by age. It's a lifelong process that can bring joy, fulfillment, and meaning at every stage of life. In summary, the key to healthy, fulfilling intimacy as we age lies in balance. Balancing physical health with emotional needs, respecting your body's limits, and engaging in open communication with your partner. By approaching intimacy mindfully, taking care of your health, and ensuring that both you and your partner feel comfortable and respected, you can continue to experience the many emotional and physical benefits that intimacy brings throughout your later years. The absence of a steady partner doesn't mean that one can't still enjoy sexuality, including oral intimacy. In fact, Sexuality is a vital part of life at any age, and the ability to explore and engage in intimate acts can continue to bring joy, fulfillment, and emotional connection, even without a permanent partner. However, when engaging with multiple sexual partners, extra precautions are essential to ensure both personal health and the well-being of others. Using protective methods, such as dental dams or condoms, is strongly recommended to minimize the risk of sexually transmitted infections, STIs. Oral sex, just like any other form of sexual activity, carries the risk of transmitting infections such as herpes, gonorrhea, chlamydia, syphilis, or even HIV. Dental dams act as a barrier between the mouth and the genital area, reducing the chances of these infections being passed from one partner to another. Alongside protection, it's crucial to maintain open, honest communication with sexual partners about medical history and any intimate practices, especially when it comes to health concerns that are particularly relevant in later life. For example, older adults often face a more vulnerable immune system, which can make it harder to recover from infections. Sharing information openly about past sexual health and being upfront about any current concerns, such as taking medications that might affect immune function, can help set a foundation of trust and safety in these encounters. The more honest and transparent the communication, the less likely there will be misunderstandings or unexpected risks down the line. What if an older man's partner feels uncomfortable with oral intimacy? When a partner feels uncomfortable with oral intimacy, especially as people age and relationships evolve, it's important to address this concern with sensitivity, care, and understanding. Discomfort with oral intimacy can stem from a variety of factors, including cultural beliefs, past negative experiences, personal insecurities, or physical changes that might make intimacy feel less enjoyable or even daunting. It's essential that both partners approach this topic with an open heart, free from judgment or pressure, so that a productive conversation can unfold. The first step is to listen and try to understand why the partner feels uncomfortable. Are there emotional or physical concerns that need to be addressed? Does the discomfort stem from a past experience, or perhaps a sense of vulnerability due to age-related changes in appearance or sexual function? Sometimes, negative past experiences with intimacy or trauma can surface and make certain forms of physical connection feel unsafe or unappealing. In such cases, empathy, patience, and active listening become key. If the partner expresses discomfort or resistance, it's crucial not to push or pressure them into engaging in oral intimacy if they're not comfortable. Pressuring someone into intimacy can lead to feelings of resentment, anxiety, or emotional distancing, all of which can harm the relationship. Instead, foster an open dialogue that invites both partners to express their feelings honestly and without shame. It's also important to acknowledge that physical changes, such as changes in libido, body image, or energy levels, can also contribute to discomfort. These are normal parts of aging, and navigating them together with respect can help preserve the emotional connection. In some cases, it may be helpful to seek the guidance of a professional to explore these feelings more deeply. Couples therapy, or consulting a sexologist, can offer a safe space for both partners to discuss their desires, fears, and boundaries. A trained therapist or sexologist can facilitate these difficult conversations, helping both individuals understand their own needs and those of their partner. Sometimes, therapy can uncover deeper emotional or relational dynamics that affect intimacy, and working through these issues can open up new ways to maintain a fulfilling and satisfying sexual relationship. Alternatively, exploring other forms of intimacy that both partners are comfortable with can provide a pathway forward. Physical connection doesn't have to be confined to one type of act, and it's possible to cultivate an emotionally satisfying relationship without necessarily engaging in oral sex. The goal should always be to find a balance and connection that honors both partners' needs, desires, and boundaries. There are many ways to be close, connected, and affectionate, and finding those alternatives can strengthen the relationship even further. Ultimately, intimacy is about more than just the act itself. It's about how it makes both partners feel, how it contributes to their sense of closeness, and how it fosters emotional well-being. Whether a couple chooses to practice oral intimacy or explores other forms of connection, mutual respect, open communication, and a willingness to understand each other's needs are essential for maintaining a satisfying and enriching relationship throughout the years. The impact of this practice on the immune system can be both positive and negative, depending on the circumstances. On one hand, engaging in regular intimate activity, including oral intimacy, can have a positive effect on immune health. Studies have shown that sexual activity, including oral intimacy, can help strengthen the immune system by reducing the levels of cortisol, the stress hormone. Cortisol, when produced in excess, can weaken the body's natural defenses, making it more susceptible to infections and illnesses. By reducing cortisol levels through pleasurable, intimate activities, the body can better fight off disease, enhance overall well-being, and maintain a stronger immune system. The emotional benefits of intimacy, such as increased feelings of connection, joy, and relaxation, also play a role in reducing stress and improving overall health. On the other hand, if proper hygiene practices aren't followed, or if there is exposure to sexually transmitted infections, STIs, oral intimacy could pose a risk to the immune system. Certain infections, particularly STIs, can compromise the immune system, leading to health complications. For instance, infections like herpes, syphilis, or gonorrhea can not only cause discomfort but also put extra strain on the immune system. In some cases, untreated infections can lead to more serious complications, particularly in older adults whose immune systems may already be weaker due to age. Therefore, it is crucial to maintain impeccable hygiene practices and take necessary precautions to reduce exposure to these risks. This includes washing hands before and after intimacy, ensuring proper oral hygiene, and monitoring for any unusual symptoms, such as sores, redness, or persistent pain in the mouth or throat, which may indicate an infection. Staying vigilant and practicing safe sexual health habits are key to protecting the immune system while still enjoying a fulfilling intimate life. How can older men prepare to maintain oral intimacy safely and healthily? Preparation is absolutely vital when it comes to engaging in oral intimacy. It's not only about making the activity more enjoyable, but also about ensuring it's done in a safe, hygienic manner that minimizes any potential risks. Maintaining good oral hygiene is the first step. This includes brushing your teeth regularly, using mouthwash, and keeping your gums and teeth healthy. However, it's important to avoid brushing your teeth immediately before engaging in oral intimacy if there is a risk of irritating the gums. Brushing right before could cause minor abrasions in the mouth, which may make it easier for bacteria to enter the bloodstream, increasing the risk of infections. It's better to brush and rinse earlier, allowing time for the gums to settle. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment number 3 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. In addition to oral hygiene, regular dental checkups are essential. As we age, dental issues such as gum disease, cavities, or other oral infections become more common. Regular visits to the dentist can help catch these problems early before they affect intimate activities. If there are any signs of gum disease or other issues, addressing them promptly can prevent complications during oral intimacy. Your dentist can also give you advice on maintaining good oral health as you age, which is crucial for overall health and well-being. It's also important to pay attention to your physical comfort. Engaging in oral intimacy can sometimes lead to jaw or neck discomfort, especially if one partner isn't mindful of posture or if the activity is prolonged. Incorporating simple relaxation exercises for the jaw and neck, such as gentle stretching or massage, can help alleviate tension. Being mindful of your body's signals and taking breaks if needed is important for preventing muscle strain or discomfort. Reflecting on the meaning of sexuality in later life. As we reach older ages, many of us begin to think differently about sexuality. Some may view it through the lens of nostalgia, while others may feel disconnected from it. However, sexuality should never be viewed as a taboo topic, especially at this stage of life. In fact, it's an integral part of our overall well-being, contributing to emotional health, intimacy, and a sense of vitality. Sexuality evolves with age, but it doesn't disappear. In many cases, it can actually become a richer, more meaningful experience as we learn to approach it with wisdom, patience, and self-care. At this stage in life, we often have a better understanding of what we want, what brings us pleasure, and what we need from our intimate connections. It's not about trying to recreate the past, but about embracing the present and adapting our desires to fit the natural changes that come with aging. For many, intimacy and sexual connection become even more precious, as they're no longer driven by societal pressures or youthful expectations, but by a deeper, more authentic desire for connection. By embracing sexuality as a healthy, enjoyable part of aging, we enrich not only our emotional lives, but also our physical health, contributing to a sense of purpose, fulfillment, and joy. In summary, intimacy, whether physical or emotional, is a vital aspect of life at any age. By prioritizing hygiene, maintaining open communication with partners, and being mindful of our bodies, older men can continue to enjoy the benefits of oral intimacy without compromising their health. And most importantly, embracing sexuality at this stage can become an enriching, meaningful experience, offering emotional depth and a profound sense of connection that enhances our overall well-being. So, what have you learned today? Has this conversation shifted the way you think about intimacy and aging? I'd love to hear from you. What is one key takeaway from today's discussion that you plan to bring into your own life moving forward? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Remember, your insights might be exactly what someone else needs to hear. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more empowering content. Take care, and remember, it's never too late to embrace your sexual health and vitality. See you next time.